Freeman Health System decides to pass on building a new hospital in southeast Kansas. And firefighters in Coffeyville use a tasty technique to promote fire prevention. KOAM News at 10 is next. Now at 10, Freeman Health System decides it will no longer build a hospital in southeast Kansas. We'll have the latest. Plus, authorities investigate a shooting incident from last night in Sarcoxie. And between the government shutdown and an ongoing tariff war, Missouri farmers find they're faced an uncertain future.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Freeman Health System has decided not to build a new hospital in southeast Kansas more than a year after the company officially broke ground. This is KOAM News. I'm Samantha Walker. The decision comes after Freeman launched a feasibility study for the project earlier this year. Freeman says the feasibility study considered multiple factors, including the impact of pending legislation like the One Big Beautiful Bill and evolving challenges in rural health care. Both of those variables contributed to the final decision not to continue with the hospital. In a statement, Frontenac's mayor says, quote, "While we're disappointed, I want to be clear. This was not a reflection of Frontenac's infrastructure, readiness, or performance as a working partner. Freeman services are still available in Pittsburgh and in their Fort Scott location, which opened just last month." Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us with a first look at weather.
Definitely turned out to be a great Wednesday for us today. Temperatures really fantastic, right about where we should be for this time of the year. Still going to be chilly next couple nights. We're going to drop into the 50s again tonight and then again as we go into Thursday night, but a smidge warmer Thursday. We're talking about upper 70s. Maybe some showers on Friday, which would be great, and then it heats up. It gets toasty again as we head into the weekend. Not much going on. Pretty much clear skies. That's what we're going to see as we go through the overnight hours tonight. We are going to get some clouds kind of thickening up a little bit as we get toward the morning, low to mid 50s. There could be a sprinkle or two, and then we start to warm up into the upper 70s during the afternoon. But we also have a chance to get some showers in here on Friday morning. We're going to break that down for you here in just a bit.
Police investigate a shooting in Sarcoxie that sent one man to the hospital last night. The incident happened just after 8 p.m. on Minor Street. Officers say the man was taken to the hospital before they arrived. His injuries are believed to be non-life-threatening. Investigators say they have a suspect in custody and believe this was an isolated incident. That suspect, Corey Franklin of Sarcoxie, has been arrested and charged with felony assault in the first and felony armed criminal action. He's currently being held in the Jasper County Jail. A serious crash this morning in Jasper County turns fatal. Reports of the crash on Fur Road, just east of Peace Church Avenue, came in just before 6:45 a.m. Troopers say an eastbound car rear-ended a pickup waiting to turn onto a private drive. 2 people were inside the car, were rushed to an area hospital. Around 8:30 a.m., Carl Junction Police announced the crash was fatal. Leona Ashlock of Galena died from her injuries. A 13-year-old boy suffered moderate injuries. While the government shutdown continues, Missouri farmers are looking for answers when it comes to where they're going to sell their crops, and if the government will be able to supply them with a much-needed aid package the president says he would like to give out. As Chris Bryant reports, tariff wars are also taking a toll on Show Me State farmers, as China, the largest importer of U.S. soybeans, has stopped trade on the crop.
The American farmer really wants is just an even playing field, level playing field.
The United States is the second largest producer of soybeans in the world. China makes up 60% of the total number of imports of soybeans in the world.
But these relationships that we have with countries like China, they were built over, decades. They're not something that just, we enter and exit, on a whim.
Farmer Brad Arnold says China not purchasing soybeans this year is really hurting Missouri farmers. And those tasked with feeding the country and helping to feed the world know it takes faith to work the fields.
We're the ultimate gambler, I guess, as farmers. That's a true test of faith, to put something in the ground and hope that it grows, hope that it rains, and then hope that the government does what they can do to, support our trade agreements.
But could help from Washington be on the way?
The ability to offset any payments to the farmers through potential tariff revenue is really where the president wants us to head, and that's what we're looking at.
The Missouri Department of Agriculture says the United States hasn't had any new markets and has actually lost a couple of existing markets in the last couple of years. And soybean farmers could take a serious hit to the bottom line without a buyer.
They have more supply than we have demand at this point in time, and they're going to need some help to be able to get to the next growing season next year.
That would be the potential $13 billion farm aid package from Washington.
Farmers are kind of caught in the middle. And that's why I think I would support what Trump is attempting to do, but it's not a long-term fix.
Congressman Eric Burleson says the recent production by Argentina and China stopping its purchasing means the United States has to have farmers' backs.
The goal is to get us to a place where our soybean farmers are able to compete competitively throughout the rest of the world.
However, nothing happens until the government shutdown comes to an end and someone steps up to help the American people.
I'm fully in support of the returning to the way we used to do things, which is past the 12 appropriation bills.
Agriculture is a vital part of the Missouri economy. The state is home to nearly 86,000 farms and ranks in the top 10 for soybean production in the nation. That's according to the University of Missouri. The Missouri Director of Agriculture says no one wants to be the generation who loses the family farm, but is hopeful Missouri and the United States can and will find those new markets. Well, coming up, folks, find what Humboldt has to offer under one roof. Coming up, we'll take you to the opening of the Cubs Community Care Center. But up first, Fire Prevention Week just got a whole lot tastier.
The Coffeyville Fire Department is delivering more than just safety tips. They're delivering pizza. I'm Blake Gully. I'll have that story coming up.
It's National Fire Prevention Week, and firefighters in Coffeyville, Kansas are finding a creative way to spread safety awareness. KOAM's Blake Gully shows us how a local partnership is helping protect families, one slice at a time.
That sound is something the Coffeyville Fire Department hopes every home will recognize and respond to. In between emergency calls, the firefighters traded their gear for pizza boxes, teaming up with Domino's to make sure residents have working smoke alarms.
What excites me about today is just being in the community, being out and about, teaching those in the community about how to be safe around their homes and to prevent fires. You know, we're here to do a job, and that is to fight fires if they occur. But ultimately, if a fire starts, it puts us in danger, it puts the community in danger, and it puts those that are in the home in danger. So being out today is just to let people be aware of how they can be safe in their homes and prevent fires.
As communities across the nation celebrate Fire Prevention Week, the Coffeyville Fire Department wants to stress the importance of fire safety.
When somebody has working smoke detectors in their home, it has been proven that 50% more lives are saved with working smoke detectors. Checking your batteries every time the time changes. Check your batteries on your smoke detectors.
Some community members were surprised to find out their pizza was free if their smoke detectors worked, but say it's a reminder that being prepared can make all the difference.
It means everything. I mean, it gives you such a sense of peace to know that your home is ready and that you will be warned. So you can have a plan. I do have a step stool in the bedroom, so I can get to the window. I just have to drop out the window.
A free pizza is nice, but firefighters say safety is the real reward. Reporting in Coffeyville, Kansas, Blake Gully, KOAM News.
And another option to make sure being safe is the American Red Cross. That organization says they'll help install and test smoke detectors for free. The Student Government Association at Pittsburgh State University is gearing up for their Fall Into Service program. The program will provide volunteer services to the community and raise money for local organizations like the SEK Humane Society and the Lord's Diner.
It's just a bunch of organizations and students on campus sign up to do it, so you can compete individually or for an organization, and then you win points with how much service you do, and then if you win at the end you get a donation of cash to give to a charity of your choice.
Over 150 students are signed up to participate in the initiative, with over 10 organizations pledged to be part of the efforts. The Cubs Community Center has opened its doors in Humboldt. The new facility became a reality thanks to a grant and partnerships with Humboldt USD 258 School District, Southeast Kansas Mental Health Center, and Allen County Community College. The facility provides multiple services such as primary care, mental health care, daycare, and virtual education.
Children who may be struggling and in need now have that ready access to the therapeutic support, the community-based support that can help them grow and develop and better focus on their education.
Today, a ribbon cutting was held at the facility located near Humboldt High School. The hope is that the facility will attract even more students and families than before. The Independent Living Center in Joplin hosted the first ever Eye Care Health Fair. The event, organized by Southwest Missouri Vision Connections, highlighted eye disease prevention, healthy lifestyles, and resources available for those living with vision loss. Visitors could learn about healthy eating, get their blood pressure checked, and pick up information from local health providers.
It's helped me personally a lot because when I lost my sight and the ability to drive, it was really hard. I was a social worker. I drove everywhere. I was, out in the community. And so to be able to do this, we've had it together for about a year, and putting this together, it's just been really fulfilling. And I just really hope we can get the word out to more people.
Organizers say their goal is to fill the gap in services for people who are blind or visually impaired, and to ensure no one feels alone in their journey. Well, Douglas connects with a complete look at your forecast. And a little later, Special Olympics athletes tried their hand at a traditional cornhole tournament in Erie. That's coming up.
It definitely turned out to be a fantastic day for us today. It's been nice to kind of cool down into the 70s where we should be for this time of the year after we've had a pretty long stretch of 80s, 4 highs, but we dropped officially down to 53 during the morning hours. We got up to about 76 this afternoon, average high 75, so this is very typical for today. Sadly, because I know most of you want to see these 70s, we go back up. We heat up as we go into the weekend. We have pretty much clear skies, not much going on. We're going to stay nice and calm as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight. In fact, there's nothing really going on across the entire lower 48, so pretty calm little stretch. No big storm systems. Let me walk you through time so you know what's going to happen. We get some mid and upper level clouds. Here's 6:30 in the morning. Still kind of cool, well, chilly, crisp. Mid-50s, 55, 56 degrees. Through the morning, there could be a random sprinkle. Most of you won't see a single drop. During the afternoon, smidge warmer. Today, 76. Tomorrow, I think about 78 degrees. Let me take you into tomorrow night. Look at the winds start to switch back out of the south, and that's going to slowly warm us up as we head toward the weekend. Now, here's 5:30 Friday morning. We're in the upper 50s again. A little weak band of showers, mainly affecting central Missouri, but we are close enough to it. We'll most likely get some showers, maybe even a random thunderstorm. Nevada, Stockton, Lamar, maybe as far west as Fort Scott. These will drop southeast, hit miss through southwest Missouri, and then kind of falling apart as we get into Friday afternoon. We'll rebound right around 80 degrees once again as we go into Friday afternoon. So at least some of us are going to get a little bit of rain as we go through Friday morning. It's not much. I think the areas that do get it, maybe 1/10 of an inch, maybe 2/10 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch in spots in southwestern Missouri, but we'll take whatever we can get. All right, day planner on your Thursday, 58 start, 72 by noon, high temp, 78 degrees. Let's jump into 4-state Friday night high school football. Looks great, 75 at kickoff, 68 by the fourth quarter. We'll definitely take it. As we head into the weekend, see this little bump here with the flow? That's an upper level ridge that is going to build in, and that is why our temperatures are going to start to heat back up. Let's look at it. Let's go into Saturday. Slight chance for a shower to start. Look at this, mid-80s during the afternoon. Let's go upper 80s as we go into Sunday. So it's toasty once again. We have a front that drops in. Here's Monday. This could give us some hit-miss scattered light showers into Friday afternoon. Then the front kind of stalls on us and we get some waves that override that front, giving us chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms into Tuesday. This lifts north by the time we head into Wednesday, and then we get additional chances again late in the week, which is great news that we're seeing the rain trend kind of pick up a little bit. 78 on your Thursday, 82 Friday, 84 Saturday, 87 on Sunday. We stay into the 80s most of next week. Sam?
Thanks, Doug. Regional high school students, listen up. Missouri Southern plans to host its annual High School Art Day. The series of workshops will take place on October 17th from 9 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. Students will have the opportunity for some hands-on learning and college-level art experiences designed to showcase and expose them to a variety of media, studios, and techniques. Attending students will also get a sneak peek at an upcoming exhibit. Registration is mandatory and spots are filled first come, first served. If you're looking for fun fall events right here in the 4 states, but don't know where to turn, we've got you covered. Just scan this handy QR code on your screen and head straight to the events page on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. You'll find information on all kinds of family fun events, including fall festivals and some scary and not so scary haunted houses. That's the events page at KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, still ahead, following MIAA Basketball Media Day on Monday, we heard from the Pitt State Gorillas men's and women's teams yesterday. When we return, we'll hear from Missouri Southern's men's and women's squads as they gear up for the season.
Reset the clocks. Wesco Home Furnishing's amazing 12-hour sale is held over one day.
MIAA Basketball Media Day has come and gone, and that means basketball season is rapidly approaching. For the Missouri Southern Lions men's team, they enter this season motivated to get back to their winning ways. A key for the Lions this season is a trio of returning starters with Isaiah Atwater, Jaden Taylor, and Tyrone Wright Jr. back in the green and gold. After joining the program ahead of the 2024-25 year, this trio, they've been taking on bigger roles in the court and as leaders as MSSU welcomes 8 newcomers to the roster.
Those guys were all new. You know, that was the first Division II basketball those guys have played was last year. For them to get a year under their belt in this season and to play a MIAA schedule, that's huge for us. They've learned, they know what going to Northwest Missouri is like. They know what home games at MIAA is like. So they're only going to improve and they're only going to lead these guys. And I'm excited about that core. They've really taken that next step.
As the Lions gear up for the start of the season next month, their focus is on defense. After allowing the most points per game in the MIAA a year ago, head coach Sam McMahon says that his team needs to set the tone defensively, applying heavy pressure to their opponents.
We need to set the tone on the defensive end. We've got to, and our new guys will do that. In our returners, they got to get better as well. We've got to really take pride in that and getting one step at a time and being aggressive and causing more turnovers. That's a lot of different factors. We need to have more active hands, keeping the ball in front of us, more ball pressure, and our guys are committed to doing that.
Missouri Southern travels to Springfield for an exhibition against Missouri State on November 4th, prior to their season opener on the 14th in the MIAA GAC Challenge at home against Arkansas Tech. The Lions women's basketball squad is coming off their 4th straight winning season a year ago. But as MSSU enters the 2025-26 season, a lot of new faces will need to step up and take on key roles. The Lions only returned 2 players with experience from last year and have 0 seniors on the roster. With the need for new faces to play significant minutes, head coach Ronnie Russell spoke about a few athletes that he expects to be key pieces in the rotation, including Nariah Clay and Ashlyn Alloway, who both sat out last year.
We had a couple kids sitting out. Nariah Clay, who sat out, we redshirted her last year from Morton Community College. I think she's a kid that's going to come in and really be productive for us. And Ashlyn Alloway, again, another transfer from Lincoln who sat out last year, was a 3rd-team All-League her sophomore year. Is going to give us some really good minutes and do some very positive things. Then we got a couple JUCO kids I think that can do some positive things for us, and Nikki Lillard and Hattie Pyle from Frontenac that, you know, they just compete and they play hard.
I'm just excited to play. I've always been under the impression you never know how much you miss something until it's taken from you. So I'm just excited to play, get out there, be a role that I need to be, and just do whatever I need to do.
Similar to the Lions men's team, Missouri Southern's focus entering the season comes on the defensive end of the floor. Compared to a year ago, MSSU lacks size, but has a lot of speed. And that emphasis on defense can help the Lions get into transition, fast break opportunities to speed up the game's tempo.
That's going to be a big key for us is on the defensive side of the ball. Last year at times we struggled guarding, and I think this year is one that we've been making focus here in our preseason. One with our conditioning, because like I said, we want to get out and we want to play a little faster than we did last year, but the physicality as well. And then again, you got to be able to rebound. That's a matter of a mindset. You got to want to go rebound. You got to chase the ball.
Our defense needs to be a main focus, just because we don't have a whole lot of size like we did last year. So us just kind of pushing the ball up the floor. So offensively, that's probably our main goal. So maybe just outrun some people. So that comes a lot with what we do in practice and just kind of putting that work in early.
Lions open their season on November 14th as they travel to Sioux Falls, South Dakota for a matchup against the Augustana Vikings. That's it for your sports. We're back with more after the break.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a great Wednesday today. Thursday still looks great. Partly sunny skies, 78, 82 on Friday, a few scattered showers in the morning. But we warm up. 84 Saturday, 87 on Sunday. We stick into the 80s all next week. But there is a change here. We have much more rain chances next week.
Thanks, Doug. Special Olympic athletes competed in the Southeast Regional Traditional Cornhole Tournament at Erie High School today. The event brought more than 100 teams from across the region for the second year of the competition. Erie High School students volunteered to help run the tournament, and the event celebrated one of the fastest growing sports in Special Olympics.
This year, our partner at Erie, they run a track and field meet for us in the spring, wanted to do something in the fall for us. So we're really excited about this partnership because it's not just about the competition, it's about celebrating the school and all the volunteers that come and help from the school.
Organizers say the partnership with Erie High School creates opportunities for athletes to compete year-round. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's make it a great evening.